you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. You got plans. Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine. Sip, sip. In a robe. Drip, drip. I look too good. Look too good to be alone. My house clean. House clean. My pool warm. Pool warm. Just shake. Smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I am playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. You're so sweet, so sweet, so tight, so tight. I won't bite unless you like, If you smoke, what you smoke? I got the haze. And if you're hungry, girl, I got fillets. Oh, baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, cuddling, rose petals in the bathtub. Girl, it's jumping, it's bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. La, 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 la. I need you, baby. La, 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 la. I got to see you, baby. La, 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 la. Girl, I'm trying to give you this. Hey, I'ma leave my door open. I'ma leave the door open, baby. I'ma leave my door open, girl. And I'm hoping that you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming
What a tune, right? How cool is this? I first heard this song about a week ago. I was at a friend's house. We were discussing which John Mayer album is the best. Obviously, it's, Where the Light Is, the live album from LA. And then he put this song on. He's like, have you heard this, the Silk Sonic thing? And I'm like, no, I have no idea what that is. And I was blown away. I thought it was so, so cool. So I went home that night, woke up the next morning and just transcribed the whole thing because I just thought it was super cool. And rather than, hoarding it all for myself, I wanted to share it with you. So if you do want the tabs and notation, you can get that down below. But I just wanted to go through 3 things that I love about this bass line. The first thing is that this bass line has been very intentionally crafted. It's not like, you've got a first verse and someone's just, copied and pasted into the second verse. There's been care taken into every single little aspect of it. The details are amazing. And actually that first verse and second verse comparison, that's a great example of that. So like in the first verse, you've got this very simple bass line. Yeah, very, very simple. Just as far as I think it's just following the kick drum. Boom, boom. Yeah, just those 2 notes. Boom, boom. And it's got little flourishes, like those kind of things. They're super cool, but the crux of it is that boom, boom. Now, it would be so easy just to do the exact same thing in the second verse, but there's not much storytelling in that. There's not much drama in that, right? So in the second verse, we get this. Yeah, we get that kind of thing. It's super, super cool. We're still getting the of the kick drum, but we're also getting now these high ones, these octaves on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's almost like the bass is acting as a drum kit. So we're getting bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. It's hard to talk and play at the same time, but that's like, you know, a super nice little detail. And there's things all throughout this bass line that just scream like this has been crafted very, very intentionally. Super, super into it. The second thing I love about it is the dynamics, and it's not just the bass that does this, everyone does this. The song has this really cool contour, like it starts, you know, kind of biggish and goes down for the first verse and then comes up for the chorus and back down, but not quite as much for the second verse. And then, you know, by the time we get to about 2.5 minutes into the song, we're getting like this huge cacophony of sound in like the best possible way. And the bass, it follows that whole thing. So like we talked about at the very start, we're just getting super long notes. Boom, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But by the end, we're getting notes on every single beat in the bass line. We're getting all that kind of stuff. It gets very, very busy, and the same thing happens in all the instruments as well. I think by the time we get to bar 45 in the tabs and notation, I think by that point the kick drum is playing on all 4 beats, and even the snare drum is playing on all 4 beats, and it just creates this feeling of like momentum and like driving forward. You know, dynamics are the things that make you feel things. So, you know, if you're writing your own bass lines, see if you can add in some, you know, not necessarily create different dynamics or create more dynamics, but just follow the dynamics of the song and see if you can contribute in that kind of way. What can you do to, you know, lift things up or, you know, strip things back? Maybe you'll play up high if you need something to feel really delicate rather than down low. Or if you need something to feel really beefy and fat, you're not going to be playing up here, you're going to be playing down there. So it really depends on the situation, but see if you can, you know, play with the dynamics in whatever song you're writing when it comes to crafting your own bass lines. Now, the last thing I wanted to share with you is 3 of my absolute favorite licks from this bass line. And I didn't want to just, you know, give you the licks out of context. I wanted to show you how they worked within the song. So that's why, you know, there's the whole bass line and not just the cool bits. The first lick is from bar 33. It sounds like this. Yeah, super cool. We're getting an E flat major chord, and we're getting the really colorful sounds. We're getting 1, 5, 9, and then 7. We're getting that 7 on like a very strong beat in the bar, so that's super, super colorful. That 9 and that 7 in the bass line, super, super cool. And then we're just outlining the chord on the way down. B flat, G, and E flat. Da, da, da. This is an E flat major chord before we go to the next chord, that A flat. So we get boom. Yeah, super, super slick. The next lick comes from bar 69, and it's over an A major chord. And we get this kind of thing. Yeah? Ba-da-da-da-da. We're getting a major third, second, root, 5, 1. Yeah? Super, super simple in theory. Like, it's not doing anything spectacular in terms of, you know, crazy harmony or anything, but man, it sounds good. Yeah? Just straight on beat 1. If you wanted to get even kind of fancy, you could do, oh, pardon me, put a little slide in there. That'd sound really good as well. That's, you know, another particular favorite of mine. The last lick I thought was really cool actually happens twice in the song. The first happens at, what is it, bar 47. It's over an A flat chord. We get this. So we get 1, 3, 4. It's just over an A flat major chord, but we're getting 1, 3, 6, sharp 4 as like a kind of approach tone to the 5, and then major 7, 1. So we're getting tons of color in there. 6, sharp 4, 5, major 7, 1. Yeah, Works super well. And the next time it happens in bar 63, we get a little extension of that idea. It's over a D flat chord this time. So that's our sound. We're getting the exact same lick, but then we're getting 2 flat 3 3 before going down to the next chord there. So we're getting this extension of that idea by going up to the major third there, and that's super slick as well. Now, if you haven't checked out the song, I'll put a link to it in the description as well as the link to the tabs and notation. So definitely, if you want to play this for yourself, really kind of get inside the bass lines and see what you can, take from it for your own bass lines, I definitely recommend downloading it. Like I said, just click the link underneath here, fill out the form, and I'll send it straight to you. So hopefully, I will see you in there, and go check out the song as well. Super cool.